Live, please.
Stream is live.
Namaste, Swagatam. Welcome to all the viewers and listeners of Virat Hindustan Sangam Words of Wisdom Gyan Ganga. Today, we are discussing a very hot topic, literally and figuratively, the Middle East conflict, its implications for India and the world. Of course, we have Dr. Swami Arvind Chaturvedi and Jagdish ji in today's show. But before we jump into the show, I just wanted to quickly, as we normally do, we want to talk about some freedom fighters who are not very well known. Okay, so in that thing, we're gonna introduce today's freedom fighter is Tara Rani Srivastava. She was born in Saran district in Bihar. She was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi Quit India movement in 42, and she and her husband, Hulendu Baba, joined the movement. So we thank for her service. These people are not normally recognized. We just always constantly hear about only the top leaders. I think it's important that we know about that. This is another slide in Hindi. Tejas, do we have a video of her, Tejas?
No.
Okay. So anyway, so now we're just moving into the program. Dr. Swami, so this is a hot topic today.
Yes.
The US and Israel have decided to bomb Iran and taken out their leader, Khomeini. So we would like to know what are its implications for India, right behind Modi, who just visited before even his plane landed in India. I'm saying figuratively, don't have to go literally. It's got bombed. So, Dr. Swami, your thoughts on what prompted the U.S. action, number one, and its implications for India, because India being a business partner with Iran, what are the implications, and in general to the world, Dr. Swami. Over to you.
Yeah. I'll put it in a broader perspective.
Okay, sir.
What we are, first question that I think we should deal with: does India be a non-aligned to both, or join with one of the sides, namely the United States and the 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 others? You see, so what I'm saying that there is no room now for neutrality, and this not having a new no place for neutrality. The question is either we go with the Americans or we go with the Chinese and the Russians. And I must tell you, most of the other names that come, they are all going towards China and Russia. And hence, what I would say today is that we have to take sides now. If we are not today in the side of the United States and Israel, we can't be on the side of Russia and China and these countries. So what you're going to be independent? There's no room for independence anymore. The world is getting in a very hard situation. So, is there a reason? Is there a cause that India must team up with the United States and Israel? Well, Mr. Modi had recently gone to Israel. People say he went for other reasons, namely some photographs that had come, which he had to deal with. That's another issue. Maybe we'll have a separate program for that. And the Americans only recognize the Israelis. Israelis definitely would recognize Indians, but they don't come into any concrete thing because we haven't taken a stand. We are with Israel, we are with this country, we are going with that country, and so all this put together. Today, what we need to do amongst ourselves is the implications for India and the world if we in the present situation, and what stand we should take. That should come across very strongly amongst our people, and for that we have to have a debate here. And very happy to see the people here who have been with us for a long time to take this forward. I am saying that India. My personal view is that you should join with Israel and United States because they are positively democratic countries, and they are also uh, democratic in its internal actions also. So, and we have been getting weapons from Israel, and we have been trying to woo America quite a lot. We are not getting anywhere because Trump is a man sees everything in black and white, and he thinks that Modi is just playing around everywhere. He's not in. He's not clear about which side he should be. So today we must formulate what is the for the in the Middle East conflict situation. What are the implications we have, and what stand we should take? And that's what we need. And we need most of all that Prime Minister must take a stand that he's on this side or that side. There is no way he can be on no side. Yes, over to you, Ramesh.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Swami, for those initial remarks. Uh, Ramesh is there from the United States, so I would request Ramesh to start his point of view on this whole episode. Now that between in the last 24, there has been a significant development of elimination of the leader of Iran, and in that context, I think Ramesh ji can give us some insight, and then we'll take the discussion forward. You are
Thank you,
muted,
Jagdish.
Ramesh ji.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jagdish and Dr. Swami, and Namaste, Arvindji. So quickly, Dr. Swami, the way the Americans see it, there has been a lot of debate here as to whether this attack was right. Obviously, the Democrats in my country are saying that you just attacked a country without getting congressional approval. The hypocrites that they are, they allowed Obama to do the same thing 50 times. Obama made 50 attacks without any congressional approval during his 2 terms. But anyway, leave that hypocrisy aside. There was one report that the peace talks was almost done, and Iran was ready to accept all conditions of the nuclear program. But I think Trump did a very good choice, saying that there is no point in just eliminating this nuclear threat, saying that why can't I kill two birds with one stone? And that's how I see it, and a lot of people in the US see it. One, eliminating the top leadership in Iran would completely scatter. Why unnecessarily negotiate? Because you never trust these guys. They'll do one thing tomorrow. They'll just go on. This time and again, they've proven that you can't trust. They can't be trusted, Dr. Swami. So the only best action that they can take is try to take off all the top heads, and try to bring in some kind of a change. Some kind of a change in Iran, because the people in Iran, of late, in the past 3 months, people have been massacred. Tens of thousands of people have been killed, imprisoned, tortured, whatnot, in Iran. All for what? For asking for democracy. I think Trump did a very good decision in doing this. Right or wrong is irrelevant. Sometimes, as Krishna says, you can't look at right or wrong. Like when Arjuna says, "Oh, I don't know, I'm going to kill my own brothers and sisters," that he did. So he didn't get the Arjuna complex. Unlike some leaders in your part of the world that have this Arjuna complex. Arjuna Vishada Yoga is what they say. He suddenly, things like that. Trump was very decisive. He knew what needs to be done, and he was ready to take the risk and the blame, whatever comes may be, because he knew what the problem is. We have to cut the head of the snake that is causing all of this. So I think that was a very good, the most important decision today that a lot of people are supporting Trump is because even Iranians in America, Dr. Swami, are celebrating, be it New York City, LA, the hotbed of liberalism. All the liberal white women are protesting against the war. The Iranians are saying, we support this. We want all these leaders to be killed. So the amount of stupidity that the left in America, probably a lot of people even in India are angry about, is this. They know they have suffered under the regime. They feel that their regime change is definitely required because there is a lot of potential. Iran is a oil-rich country. It's got other resources in a lot of the cases. But I think Iranians in America supported it big time. They took huge rallies in New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, DC, everywhere. But of course, the idiotic left liberals in America are completely a different lot. They protested against, saying that you cannot go and bomb people. Anyway, and one news item that the left-leaning channels are saying that a girls' school was bombed. So we don't know that yet, Dr. Swami. But I wouldn't doubt that the the regime would have bombed it themselves and blame it on you. I wouldn't even doubt that, because it's quite possible that these barbarians are quite capable of doing it, and just blame it on the US. Bottom line, Dr. Swami, this has implications for the world. Personally, I don't know about India, because India, I have a very limited view, because India has invested heavily into the Chahabar port, which has been bombed also. So, the pet project of India is this Chahabar port. I'd like to have Arvind and you and Jagdish talk a little bit more about it. But international implications, I think if there is a regime change, Dr. Swami, I think the oil prices, everything will come to fall, and it's going to benefit India or the world in general, because these mullahs were completely controlling what was going on, and they were just basically brutal dictators, killing their own people by the tens and thousands. I think this is a welcome change that Trump took this decision in spite of the fact that there could have been a deal that he could have signed. He says, no, there's no point. We need a larger picture. And he took the larger picture and said, you know what, we got to get rid of these people. Over to you, Jagdish.
Thank you, Ramesh, for his quick impressions you have from the United States. अरविंद जी, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा और उसके बाद हम डॉक्टर स्वामी के पास जाएंगे। आपका इस पूरे मामले में आपके क्या विचार है और आप क्या समझते हो इसका इम्प्लीकेशन भारत के लिए और विश्व के लिए होगा?
थैंक यू जगदीश। सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं, जब आपने कहा विश्व के लिए क्या होगा, विश्व भर में कहीं भी युद्ध होता है तो उसमें लोगों की जान जाती है, भारी संपत्ति का नुकसान होता है, भारी संपत्ति की हानि होती है। मुझे याद है गल्फ में जब 1991 में वार हुआ था, डॉक्टर स्वामी उस समय मंत्री थे सरकार में, और कुवैत जल रहा था, और मैं डॉक्टर स्वामी के साथ गया था। हमने वहां देखा किस तरह तेल के कुएं जलाए जा रहे थे। तो जब भी गल्फ के अंदर किसी तरह का, मिडिल ईस्ट के अंदर किसी तरह का कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है तो सबसे पहले पूरे विश्व की निगाह जाती है कि तेल का क्या होगा। और इस बात को हमें लगता है डोनाल्ड ट्रंप को पता था, पहले से ये प्लान कर रहे थे, इसीलिए उन्होंने सबसे पहले वेनेजुएला में जाके कब्जा कर लिया, तेल की संपत्ति पर कब्जा कर लिया, और भारत को कहा कि अगर आपको तेल खरीदना है तो वेनेजुएला से खरीदो, रूस से खरीदना बंद करो। तो भारत के लिए जो सबसे बड़ी बात होने वाली है, एक व्यापार, हमारे सभी गल्फ के जो जितने देश हैं सभी से हमारे बायलैटरल संबंध हैं, ईरान से भी अच्छे संबंध थे हमारे, बाकी सब सऊदी अरब हो, यूएई हो, सबसे हमारे अच्छे संबंध हैं। और इन संबंधों के कारण भारत के सामने बड़ी एक ऐसी स्थिति आके खड़ी हो गई है कि भारत को रुख क्या लेना समझ में नहीं आता। और पूरे विश्व में पिछले 50 वर्षों में अगर आप देखोगे, कहीं भी इंटर कंट्री कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हुआ है तो भारत का स्टैंड क्लियर कभी नहीं रहा। पहले नासिर, टीटो और नेहरू ने मिलकर नॉन अलाइंड मूवमेंट बनाया, गुट निरपेक्ष रहे वो। गुट निरपेक्ष होने के नाते उन्होंने कहा कि हम ना अमेरिका के साथ जाएंगे, ना रशिया के साथ जाएंगे, ना इस लॉबी में रहेंगे, ना उस लॉबी में रहेंगे, न्यूट्रल रहेंगे। अब इंदिरा गांधी ने भी वही लगातार फॉलो किया। उसके बाद जो जितनी भी सरकारें आई, ज्यादा उनसे इस विदेश नीति से विचलित नहीं हुए। यूक्रेन और रशिया के मामले में भी नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने न्यूट्रल कह के अपने आप को अलग रखा। हालांकि संबंध रशिया से भी रखे और यूक्रेन से भी रखे वार में। और लोगों ने तो ये भी कहा, उनके भक्तों ने, कि हमारे मोदी जी ने वार रुकवा दी, और वार अभी भी तक चल रही है एक तरह से देखा जाए तो जो लोग जश्न मना रहे थे कि वार रुकवा दी, तो हम ये सोचना चाहते हैं, कहना चाहते हैं, अगर नरेंद्र मोदी जी सक्षम हैं तो मानवता के नाते सबसे पहले वो पहल करें। भले ही वो मध्य पूर्व के देश जो हमारे हैं, गल्फ के खाड़ी के देश हैं, खाड़ी के देशों के साथ। वहां जब तक शांति नहीं होगी, भारत के व्यापार पर असर होगा, भारत का तेल आयात पर असर होगा। 50% ऑफ द ऑयल कम्स फ्रॉम द गल्फ कंट्रीज, और भारत निर्भर है, जो भारत की सप्लाई है एक बड़ा हिस्सा क्रूड ऑयल के ऊपर निर्भर करता है। अगर रमेश ने कहा कि भारत के लिए अच्छा होगा, मैं नहीं समझता भारत के लिए अच्छा होगा। यदि ये लड़ाई थोड़ी चलती है, जितनी ज्यादा चलती है उतना ही तेल का संकट भारत के ऊपर आएगा, और अल्टीमेटली जो भारत की जनता है उसको ये भुगतना पड़ेगा। मैं डॉक्टर स्वामी से 2 प्रश्न पूछना चाहता हूं। अभी तक रशिया और चाइना ने कोई क्लियर स्टैंड नहीं लिया है। भारत तो हमेशा जैसे कि पिछले 15 वर्षों में हम देख रहे हैं न्यूट्रल स्टैंड लेता है। नॉन अलाइंड की जगह हम मल्टी अलाइंड हो गए हैं। मल्टी अलाइंड का मतलब भी वही है कि हम कोई एक्शन कहीं नहीं लेंगे, ये भी हमारा दोस्त है, वो भी हमारा दोस्त है। और कहा यह जाता है महाभारत युद्ध के देखते हुए कि समय शेष है नहीं पाप का भागी केवल ब्याज, और जो तटस्थ हैं समय लिखेगा उनका भी अपराध। यानी कि तटस्थता जो है, न्यूट्रलिटी इज ए क्राइम। You can't afford to be neutral all the time, and therefore you have to take a stand, but that stand has to be from India's perspective, has to be in India's interest, and India's interest currently is that there should be peace in the Gulf, and therefore Prime Minister Modi should first initiate whatever efforts he has, whatever power he has, whatever approaches he has with the leaders on both sides. He should try to find peace, and then only. So my question to Dr. Swami was, India has not taken a stand. Russia and China have also not taken a stand so far. What, Dr. Swami, you think Russia and China are going to do in short term? Short term means tomorrow, day after, and next week. And second, my question is whether there is a danger of a nuclear war.
Yeah. Are you through?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You go ahead, Dr. Swami.
See, the question basically I would like to approach is through the Indian angle. Are you recognized as a equal partner of China? No, they don't recognize. I know it, and they have made it very clear. One stage when I went to China at their request, I had to go and give a lecture at the university there and meet some leaders. When I came back, I made a statement. It was 2020, when it was when Modi was in his peak in terms of popularity. Chinese have told me that they have already occupied, not disputed, but beyond disputed land, which they say belongs to us. And I don't know how come you in India are making a claim. I came and raised this. And what did Modi say? I don't know whether you people remember. He said, koi aaya, koi gaya, chaya. I don't know what he said. But he didn't have the nerve to tell the Chinese, you have come into an undisputed area of India. We will go with other countries and then go after you to see this happen. He did not. Instead of that, he has been, almost on his bended knees. So here, question not what side we should take and all. First of all, is there any country which wants to take you as an ally?
Okay.
The Russians and the Chinese have huge, implications for us, which I don't think we can afford it. We are not a dictatorship like Russia and China. But Israel and America are democracies. And we have large number of Indians in the United States and in Russia. In my opinion, not Russia, and Israel. So Israel and the United States have all these Indians also. And we also stand to gain by some of the things like what they did about drip waters for their agriculture. So my view is today that there is going to be a more aggressive, Trump has got another 2.5 years, and 2.5 years is a very long time, and he's going very fast. So if Israel and the United States are together, and we also come together, the biggest loser will be Pakistan, because they will have no standing at all. Neither this side or the other side will. If Americans don't accept the Pakistanis, that's the end of Pakistan. They can go any number of times to China or any other places. So we are in a situation of like a bat. What is the bat called in Hindi? Do you know Arvind Chaturvedi, the name of the bat? You know the bat.
The bag
Panchatantra.
Huh?
No. He's looking for the
No,
word.
not
Hindi.
Panchatantra. It is in
चमगादड़
Pakistan.
चमगादड़
Chamkagar.
चमगादड़
Chamkadar. Now we are in that situation. We hide ourselves. We are not in a position to take a stand. There is a major attack by the United States in Africa. In terms of the what's happening recently, we have not opened our mouth. We have neither criticized America because we are afraid of America now, and but at the same time we can't. There'll be a howl if we supported the Americans on the side against these countries. Where I would say is we need clarity, and I'm not saying that you can't have clarity of your side and I have my own. I would say that today, being a democracy, have Indians in large numbers in both the United States and Israel, we have to compact with Israel and America, and also take their help to see that our dealings with our neighbors who are misbehaving, the Americans and the Israelis help us to fix them. This is what I thought was the picture that we should to put to the people, and not be afraid. We are non-aligned and we don't want to be here, we don't want to be there. It's all this Nehruism, can go to the waste paper basket. We now have to choose, either you're here or there, and you can't be in the middle. And I think this is what I think we should recommend to the people of India.
Sir,
Thank
even in
you.
Gulf countries, there are large number of Indians who are working, and not only the Gulf countries provide employment to our labor. भारत की श्रम शक्ति का एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा मध्य पूर्व में और खाड़ी के देशों में काम करता है. न केवल उनको रोजगार मिलता है, वो एक बड़ी धनराशि हमें भारत को वापस भेजते हैं, अपने घरों में वापस भेजते हैं. अगर गल्फ में पीस नहीं होगी, शांति नहीं होगी, तो उन लोगों के घरों पे, परिवारों पर, अल्टीमेटली भारत के नागरिकों पर असर पड़ेगा. और जो तेल का है खतरा, तेल की कीमतें भी बढ़ सकती हैं भारत में. ये अलग बात है कि हम झुक जाएं, मजबूरी में वेनेजुएला से तेल लेना शुरू करें, वो सस्ता होगा नहीं पड़ेगा, वो बात की बात है. बट खाड़ी में असंतोष अगर होगा, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इन द गल्फ विल क्रिएट economic situation for India, which is going to be worse.
So what? You find other ways of doing it. You can't say this. It's like a woman saying that if I had not complied, I would have been probably killed or something like that. This is you can't do like this. You have to have your objectives, then you have your priorities, and then you have your strategy. It's
Right.
not a question, no, if I do like this, they will get angry. Well, then what is your status today? You can't take any stand because the other side is going to give a knock on your knuckles, you see. We
Yeah.
have to have a policy. What I'm saying is that we don't have a
Correct.
policy. What is your policy? Non-alignment is all junk now. It's
Yeah.
bogus. Is nobody standing up for it? They didn't stand up for it when China attacked us in 1962. It was a joke, and they didn't help us when we had a war with Pakistan. So
Yeah.
we have to, therefore, you know that in the case of the last time, the Americans were non-aligned to both. So I mean, the Americans did not all apply, support Pakistan and let India do what it wanted. Then would have been a different matter. But they told both, stay out, and we have complied because Mr. Modi is a darbok. You see, and
Yeah.
therefore he let us go. Otherwise, at that time we could have broken Pakistan into four bits. And what a horrible thing their men did to our men here, and their wives had to watch it. I mean, is there been any more barbarism than what these Pakistanis displayed at that time? And what revenge have we taken against that? The
Correct.
moment Trump said, stop it, and you stopped the whole thing. In 2 days, we stopped it. So that's the thing I'm saying. You have a policy, take a stand. If you're afraid to stand alone, then you go to the Israelis saying, listen, we want to be friends. Could you also help us with the Americans? And and we are all democracies. As a democratic countries, we can do something, all three of us together. Take that kind of stand. It is all stale what is happening today.
Right.
Dr. Swami, I have one point to make, Dr. Swami. In fact, this Iran also bombed the other Middle East countries. Every other Middle East country has pledged their support for the US attack. Now, this is one big problem, Dr. Swami, for all the lefty parties in India, South parties. Normally, they immediately say America is evil. Now, they don't know what to say. They're in a predicament because they're doing this for vote bank politics to appease the Muslims. So now
Right.
they're also caught, tongue-tied. So they're not saying anything. There is, of course, one CPIM said down with America. That, I mean, that's what it is in their blood. They can't say anything else. But I have one very serious potential that Modi has, Doctor. So I mean that I think he is not exercising. That he should call Trump and Bibi Netanyahu and say stop the war. I think they will listen, Doctor.
What is this joke that you have put on us?
No. When Trump said stop the war between Pakistan and India, India really stopped it.
So India should go and say, yeah, this fellow will be shivering.
No, but this
he recently went to China, to Israel, and how much what his problem is that he has compromised on some moral issues, which I don't
that is
want
all
to
right,
mention
Dr.
here.
Swami, but after all, Modi was in Israel only 24 hours before the bombing happened. Before even Modi's plane landed in Delhi, they bombed. So what was Modi told or not told? Was Modi told that we're going to bomb the hell out of Iran? You stay quiet. Don't give me your bhashan. Stay quiet. So I think that's what Modi immediately is.
Otherwise, he'll blow your plane will be blown up on the way back.
No, but the essential, it is he said, oh, I was given a medal. I talked to the Knesset in Israel. It became a joke, Doctor. So, I mean, as soon as you leave, I mean, was he not made aware? Was he made aware? No clue. They just completely bombed the hell out of Iran and its leadership.
Yes.
Of course, Iran is retaliating. There is other issue because Iran is also not going to stay quiet. I mean, unless you eliminate all these military leadership, I think that's what is the campaign. This campaign is for. Israel and the US have been relentless. I think they will achieve that goal. India, as you said, Dr. Swami, cannot be on both sides. They can't be sitting on a fence or on edge of a knife and say, we support this, because their press statement says this. On one side, the waiter has called Israel and said, we support you. On the other hand, they called Iran foreign minister, said, we support you. Who are you supporting, actually? What I mean, India will gain fully by supporting, as you said, Israel and US, because once this regime change happens, whoever comes to Iran is going to watch all of this. You've been a pussycat all along. Okay, now you become my pussycat too. Instead of saying, no, we are with the US, this Ayatollah and the gang have killed tens and thousands of people, and we welcome this change. They should be open about it. Of course, every other Eastern Bloc countries have said no. Even though Iran is bad, the US should have not attacked him. They've gone mental anyway. But why is India joining that bandwagon? Because India has got a lot to benefit from this war being this so-called attack by the US and Israel to be successful. India is one of the biggest beneficiaries. Because what is US going to say if India fully supports US, Dr. Swami, and you go and ask, can you give me Chabahar port? Lock, stock, and barrel, that port will be handed to India. Why can't India think this and say, oh, we're not only going to get that, and plus we're going to get some more free or lower, cheaper oil? Why can't they look at it this way and say, oh, no, we are sitting in the fence. We will see what happens. Right from the 1960s, as Arvindji said, India has always been sitting on the fence, and it has no policy per se as to say, we are on this side, we are on the side of democracy. It has never said that. Why should India say we also support people of Israel, Iran? They should be careful. We pray for them. What? Why? Has Iran even supported once India? India in the so-called war, even in the small 2-day war, Iran did not support India.
Yes, did not. Yes.
Then why is India supporting Iran, Dr. Swami?
You're asking the wrong man.
No, he's your prime minister, so I'm asking you. No, that's why.
No, this is a very fundamental question.
Yes, sir. Jagdish ji.
Yeah. Dr. Swami, I have some comments to make and then perhaps ask you some quick questions which many of our viewers are asking, which will have simple answers. One is, after the partition of India and the last 75 years or more, we have specific issues with Pakistan. We have, not specific issues, it is our terrorism issue is directly linked to Pakistan.
Yes.
We have Israel, all-weather ally who has stood with us and been with us, our national interest, in spite of even previous Congress government and partly even Narendra Modi government not being totally supportive of Israel. Israel has been totally supportive of us. So I think in the taking Pakistan into consideration, our domestic issues, our problems within India and outside India and terrorism, we should be with a democratic country like Israel who has stood by us. And in the international arena, we may sometime agree with an American president, we may disagree, but a large population of Indians are in the United States. So according to me,
including in their government, Indians are there in the government of the United States
also. So it is in the natural interest of India that India should support Israel and United States. Having said that, even the present the division between Iran and the Gulf countries clearly shows that Iran has been attacking many of these Gulf countries, and the Gulf leadership is quite upset about it. They may be targeting US establishment in the Gulf countries, but everybody knows that ultimately Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all of them will attack or be at least against Iran. Iran is a Shia country, and that's the real actual problem. It's a Shia country, while many of these countries are all Sunni countries. But it serves our national interest to be with the alliance of Israel and the United States, because ultimately, if not now, in the future, we may have to complete the war with Pakistan. And in those crises, it will not be any other country but countries like Israel, and ultimately the United States will come to our rescue. We should divide the United States or take them away from their support to Pakistan, which we have been seeing over a period of last few decades. Pakistan has been leaning towards the United States. And United States should know that their interests can be protected in this region and the Indian Ocean with the support of India. I'm not saying we play second fiddle to America, but it serves our national interest, being democratic countries, that we be with Israel and in the United States is the long-term thing. But my next few questions to you is rapid questions, so that
Yes.
you have give us short answers
Yes.
from whatever
Yes.
people are saying, friends are saying, and people are saying in our chat box. Is Dr. Swami, will this war escalate into a major war or a World War III type of a situation where Russia and China could take the side of Iran?
Too late. The Americans have gone and finished off all the leaders there, and the people, the ordinary people of that country, they are all celebrating publicly. You should see the newspapers outside Delhi, outside India. They all show that people are jubilant that Americans have eliminated the clerics of the country. So therefore, the Americans have what they wanted to, and now they will slowly go into saying that okay, we will now rebuild what we have destroyed, etc. And they will come into an agreement. And I think we should also participate in that, because we got lots of Indians there, and we have also most welcome in Iran. And so I think this is all well made. But Modi's problem is he doesn't know on which side he should be. He wants to show that he's welcome everywhere and by everybody. He will go to even to Italy. What can Italy do for India? So except that they may put in a good word for Sonia Gandhi. That's about all. But I think what we need, therefore, as you said, in short, that the United States, Israel, and India, they make a terrific combination. And we should have the policy which is common to the three of us, and then go ahead. And I think that nobody will be able to stand. What will the Israeli, what will these communist countries do? They'll say, please don't disturb us. We'll have diplomatic and commercial arrangements. They will not bother you in your coming together with the other countries of America and Israel. Yeah, go on.
Dr. My next question is, the Indian opposition led by Congress and some of these riffraff parties have condemned Israel and the United States for this attack on Iran and asked Modi to take a stand. What do you see, or what is your comment on this Congress and other parties taking this stand against Israel and the United States?
Who cares? They have no value. They are in the opposition. Let them say. It's what you put to the public of India. And here, Mr. Modi is doing all these things. I think Modi is also a little problem he has, which I don't want to get into just now because it's out of the subject. But Modi is under a little pressure to accommodate these people who don't want him to be on the side of the United States. So I'm not asking you to be a part of the United States. I want you to be part of the team of United States, Israel, and India. And so, and then we can have a common policy worked out by discussing with each other and saying that, well, this much, this we can do, this we can do, you do this, so on. That will be workable. But certainly, if the Iranian clerics start, hurting the citizens of Iran, then we should intervene, and which is what the United States has done.
Dr.
Dr.
Swami,
Swami, all through these last 75 years or more, basically the Indian people or the majority of the Hindus have always been sympathetic towards Israel, the Jews, and the Jewish cause. But
You're
there
telling
have
me.
been governments in power, especially earlier governments led by Congress, which was very hostile towards Israel. And
Yes.
it is our BJP government and the Sangh Parivar. For the time being, I'm not talking about the Prime Minister, but the BJP government and the Sangh Parivar, which is always been campaigning for Hindutva and being pro-Israel. So if just now a situation is developing for such a grouping to be more powerful and get support internationally, why should India not seize the opportunity to be friendly with these countries? Why should we be dominated by the past history or the past, what I would say, we were in chains wedded to the old school?
You're slightly wrong. Narasimha Rao actually recognized Israel and
So that was
established.
because of your influence on him that led to the recognition of Israel.
Maybe, but the fact is that he was the Prime Minister of India, and I did have long discussions with him. I nearly persuaded Sonia Gandhi's son, who unfortunately died, a good dear friend of mine.
Rajiv Gandhi.
Huh?
Rajiv Gandhi.
Indira
Rajiv
Gandhi, sir,
Gandhi.
Indira Gandhi, sir.
And he had a tennis
Match.
arrangement of a tennis and he brought these Israelis to fight tennis or shuttlecock, I don't know which, but he had begun, but then he was assassinated. So then Narasimha Rao went the whole way, and he recognized them as a equal for in terms of the diplomatic group. He made them equal to everybody. The ambassador came and so on, and he was Atal Bihari Vajpayee was all the time wobbling. You see. And in fact, he personally told me, "Kaiko, yes, is Janjat mein padna chahiye," and all that. He himself told me, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And but Narasimha Rao went full hog and got it done. And Mrs. Sonia Gandhi hated him for that, but then he got it done. So I'm saying that it's not we who have done it and the Congress didn't do it. I'm giving you the example of Narasimha Rao. And so the country always admired the Israelis, and therefore it became very easy. In no time, everybody got used to it. I don't think today's Congress party is going to dare to say, no, we have got nothing to do with Israel.
So, Dr. Swami, one point. This is more of a question. I think, Jagdishji, you have been you played a significant friend to Friends of Friends of Israel in India, in Bombay. So, what is your, and of course, thanks to Dr. Swami, we have established a global Jewish Hindu forum. In your thought process, Jagdishji, what is the feedback that you're getting? Are they from that on that group? Because you have very good contacts with the Israeli community in Mumbai.
No, the Jewish community or the Israelis are all, first of all, happy that the evil leader of Iran has been eliminated by this attack, which is precise bombing of in parts of Iran, which has killed the menace that was there prowling around for many decades. So there is very much jubilation in the Jewish Israeli camp. Second is, they are a little surprised that in spite of Modi getting a red carpet welcome and various honors, Modi has been lagging behind in really welcoming this venture of Israel and America to reign in the Iran leaders. So that is what is slightly bothering them. That why is India always Modi, especially Modi, hesitant to go the full way to be supportive of Israel just after his visit? So this is what is the general feeling I get. But they feel that the Jewish people and the Hindus and the Indians are natural allies in coming decades. That's what they strongly feel, and they respect we Indians.
Okay, so one thing,
Unless
Dr. Swami,
wants to
ironically,
add,
yes, sir.
Dr. Swami wants to add further
Dr.
something.
Swami, yes, that's right.
Yeah, I first of all, this time when Modi went to Israel, they did not invite him. He said he would like to come. So then they said, you can come. It had got something to do with that, what is that fellow who was Epstein. It had something to do with Epstein. Epstein is a Jew. So he had gone there for that purpose. And I don't want to make it public because, it will only hurt Modi and thereby by Indians saying that, I'm bringing down the Prime Minister of India. But furthermore, whatever material was given to me was given in confidence, so I'm not going to make it public. But he was not invited to Israel. He went there on his own, and this is what he went for, to see that, what is his name? Epstein, the Israeli, huh?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Say that again?
Epstein, Dr. Swami.
Yes, Epstein. So this is the background in which it happened. He has not laid any foundations. There was a lot of expectation when he first became Prime Minister. And he went there and, it all watered out. They then began losing interest, and slowly today now they don't think that Modi's government can ever do anything which is strongly Israel
aligned.
Combined.
Ironically, Dr. Swami, Modi is in Tirupparakundram today. Tirupparakundram case, which we discussed, ironically, Modi is there today, which the Muslims claim is also there, part of the temple. Modi is in that temple today, ironically.
Yes.
And
you went to that temple also.
He prayed to Subramania Swami. I'll leave it at that.
That's not it.
Dr. Swami, I have another question. Two Islamic countries have nuclear weapon capabilities. One is Iran and one is Pakistan. Now that to a certain extent, America has taken care of Iran. Do you think anytime in the future, with India playing the proper role, Israel and America can take care of Pakistan nuclear facilities and see that it is completely removed? Because overall, what are we saying? Iran is world is saying that Islamic countries should not have nuclear capabilities because they will use it for awful or evil means. So do you think by playing the cards properly, India, Israel, and America can eliminate Pakistan nuclear capabilities?
Well, there's no need to eliminate the nuclear capability of Pakistan, but the question is, what are they going to produce? And if they produce weapons, what are they going to use it for? Is it the so-called defensive thing? And the defensive thing can be would then be subject to international factors. I don't think that you should worry about Pakistan and its nuclear weapons and so on. Pakistan is in a mess. It can anytime. If last time if India had played a proper role, all these four provinces of Pakistan would have separated. Like Bangladesh and Pakistan separated, the same way there are four provinces in Pakistan, and they all would have separated. They were ready to separate if India had given promise that they will back them, but India backed off. So therefore, Pakistan still exists. So Pakistan is not a big thing I would bother about. They can't do anything, and if they do, we can smash them. And if our leaders don't do it, then they will by the Indian people.
Thank you, Dr. Swami.
Arvindji, concluding remarks, please.
I have
Yeah.
one question to Dr. Swami. If you look at the India-US relations,
Yes.
last 50, 60, 70 years,
Yeah.
it has been blow hot, blow cold. It has never been consistent.
Yeah.
Though India always prefers to have friendship with United States wherever it suits their interest. But even then, if you look at in the last 1 year, 1.5 years also, and the previous regime of Donald Trump also, India has not benefited at all from the friendship of Modi and Trump. In fact, India has suffered more because of Modi and Trump friendship. If it is a true friendship, I don't know. But Trump claims that he doesn't want to harm Modi and therefore he is protecting India. The trade deal has been signed under duress. So, I mean, India's stand, do you think India will ever take a stand as Jagdish was suggesting and you were suggesting earlier, if we form a triangle of India, Israel and United States of America, do you think this friendship will be permanent ever?
No, the question is we the present government has got some problems which make them not go the entire way. I think they are compromised with the Russians in some matters, and this is and then even with the Chinese, because when Modi was chief justice, chief minister of Gujarat, and the ambassador that I play in China was this guy from
Jaishankar.
Jaishankar. He was the so in 10 years Modi in 9 years Modi went 10 times to China. For what? Because there was nothing to discuss, and he didn't produce anything that India and Gujarat and the Chinese are going to do something together and all that. He went for other reasons, which has provided Chinese with blackmail ability, and that's why when they came and occupied our land in 2020, and I raised hell on that, and I was supposed to be considered as an expert on China and also a friend of Chinese. Deng Xiaoping and I were such good friends that I got Kailash Mansarovar open for our people, which nobody else could do it. Even Mrs. Gandhi, who was at that time in power, she congratulated me. So we had a very good relationship. But once the Chinese begin to feel that these people are not politicians, but they're coming for things which are, something on which we can blackmail them. And so I don't think that Modi has done anything whatsoever to have a proper relationship with China. And wherever we had an India-China relationship done, it was Indian territory was handed over to China, and that is not being shown in Parliament. It is not being shown in anywhere where even if I write a letter, if I go to court also, it doesn't. They are able to fob it off. So why are you hiding? And if you have not lost anything, koi aaya nahi, koi gaya nahi, which is what Modi said at one stage. So we have already yielded to the Chinese, and the Chinese couldn't care less about you now. So this is the situation, and all these things have to be brought out. But who's going to bring it out?
Dr. Swami, do you think it's high time that we call Iran Persia now?
No, the Iranians don't mind being called Persians. I've been to Iran twice at their request, not with this crowd, but with the earlier office bearers, and they were very, very friendly to India, and they thought that we have. After all, my wife is a Parsi, and so I jokingly told them that it really belongs to us Parsis. Our Parsis, and you people have pushed them off. He said, no, we haven't pushed them off. We only changed our religion from Zarathustra to Islam. So this is the one. So I don't think that we should worry about these matters that have between countries, and we should really think in large terms, and we should make sure that United States, Israel, and India come to bond with each other on certain issues, and that will give us a huge boost. I don't know why this man is hesitating. He can go there, I don't know. And why he went last time recently, he was not invited. He asked to be invited. They went, and he at all. And what he did, I can't tell you just now because I have no way to prove it. So therefore, in these circumstances, how can any country respect you? That's what we have to see.
Arvindji,
Dr. Swami, Dr. Swami, one last question before Arvind wraps up the show. Many of our viewers have been asking that you used to have long discussions with Paramacharya, the then Shankaracharya of Kanchi. What did he tell you about Israel and the Middle East? If you can give our viewers some insight.
Paramacharya clearly told me, do whatever you have to do, but befriend the Chinese.
No, befriend the Israelis, not the Chinese. Oh, Chinese. Chinese.
Just finishing.
Chinese. But he said, more important for us is to bond with Israel. But he said that is a small matter. You won't have difficulty if you to do it. We need to improve our relations with China, and you can do it because you speak Chinese, you have written about Chinese economy, and so on and so forth. When I was at Harvard, I was doing that. And so he said, that's how I went to China in a time when nobody was from India was of political status was allowed to come, but they made a distinction. And then I asked to be shown Kailash Mansarovar. They allowed that also. And I was the first Indian after so many years, and I got the the route also to be open for other Hindus to come. They made a rule, of course, that only Hindus can come. And so this Indira Gandhi was at that time in power, and she said, don't tell anyone, but I will put it down in writing that only Hindus will be taken as pilgrims to China, to that particular part of Kailash Mansarovar.
Thank you. Arvindji, please continue.
Thank you, Dr. Swami. As Ramesh said, this is the most important topic, globally speaking, today. And this has great implications for India, and not only India, but the entire world. If this conflict lasts for 2-3 days or more than that, more harm will be done to the peace and tranquility in the country, and naturally the economic progress will also be affected. Therefore, it is in the interest of all, this is my view, that first of all, we all should stop or try to stop the war as early as possible. One. Two, as Dr. Swami has suggested, that Israel and US should be supported in this conflict. And even if we have friendly relationship, bilateral ties with the countries in the Gulf, we should prefer the left side, that is Israel and US, and against the right side. Anyway, and Dr. Swami has been an expert in geopolitics. I know if we could recall what happened when the Taliban were attacking Afghanistan, and Dr. Swami said India should help American stations there, and they should not be allowed to go out. Had it been there at that time, perhaps things would have been totally different today. Today, Pakistan is attacking Afghanistan, and India is forced to side with Afghanistan because of Pakistan. So, Dr. Swami is a visionary. Dr. Swami can see the future 10 years ahead, and Dr. Swami has been maintaining that peace with Israel and India. It has its own cost, it has its own implication, but yes, this should also be attempted. My only question is, like the Israel and US, they have a bond together. India will find it very difficult to find a permanent bond. So naturally, in the Indian interest, that when it suits, we should have friendship with US, and when it does not suit, we should not have friendship with US. Going ahead with this, the new equations are going to be born in the Middle East. Now, since the head of the Iran government is not there, maybe Raja Shah Pahlavi's time or his
Grandson.
people from his family will come back, and that's
His
why
grandson is
Ramesh said Iranians in American are celebrating. Maybe perhaps they are celebrating because some modern-looking Iranian is likely to take over once this
his
government goes.
grandson. His grandson.
Yeah, grandson. So this whole equation, the Gulf equation, will be totally different, and naturally the whole world's oil reserves are controlled by these Middle East countries. Maybe this regime will also be affected, and then it will be better for people to buy oil and no control and no blackmail. Thank you very much, Dr. Swami, for giving a wonderful analysis today. Ramesh, for giving a US perspective, being in US. You can also give your angle of the government of US, and Jagdish and the technical team, as always, led by Ashish Shetty, has been doing wonderful job. Swaminathan, Gadgi Rakesh, Ishwar Iyer, Tejas Navalgul, Gadgi Rakesh, and Rajesh Nair, and Gurdas Shetty. Thank you very much for supporting this program. Thank you, viewers, for supporting this program. We'll be again meeting you next Sunday, 8 p.m. in Indian Standard Time, with Dr. Swami as ever, and a new topic. Perhaps by which time, by next Sunday, something more will emerge on this globally important scene. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram. Jai Hind. Vetrivel Muruganukku.